It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
A pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Week 1 of the 2025 high school football season here on the WBCB Sports Network. Tonight, the visiting Pirates of Palisades High School taking on the Warriors of Bristol High School. Welcome, everyone, to Bristol High School. I'm Nick Gallagher, alongside Rob Gilmore with Colin Sommer, our video engineer. We'll dive into tonight's matchup in just a moment, but first, tonight's game is brought to you by St. Mary's Medical Center, Revere Restaurant, Jennifer Scorn for DA, Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown, Rob's Automotive and Collision, Fred Haran for Sheriff, BCWSA, Team Toyota, Kalinowski Performance Academy, the Trentonian, PIAA District 1. And we'll keep it here for their national anthem. Welcome back, everyone, to Bristol High School, PIAA District 1 and JT Sons Excavating and Concrete. Thanks for all the sponsors for making today's live stream possible. Let's dive right into this one as we are moments away from kickoff from Bristol. The Bristol Warriors 9-2 in 2024. They come out of the Bicentennial Athletic League. They're District 1 champs and league champs in 2024, and they lost again in early November against Lansdale Catholic 35-17 in their Class 2A sub-regional final. And the only other game they lost in 2024 was back in early September against Executive Education Academy 48-19. But other than that, in Bristol's wins, they averaged near 33 points per game. And in all games, it was near 30 points per game. And their season high was 55 against Renaissance Academy Charter. But on the other side tonight, Palisades Pirates, Rob, a team we don't really ever see out of Kintersville, Pennsylvania. They're coached by Bobby Smith, and they finished 3-7 in 2024, 2-8 in 2023, and 8-3 was their last winning year in 2022 as they look to get back in the winning ways here in 2025.
Yeah, Nick, and they're looking to be a much improved team this year as they are returning 9 seniors, which is double what they've had the last couple of years. And Bobby Smith, the head coach, also a co-worker of mine at our day job. So, hello, Bobby. Has a lot of confidence in this team going into this year. He says the senior leadership, the veteran leadership is much better than what's been in the years past. They also have a number of returning juniors, and one of those players is Max Werner. He plays fullback, he plays linebacker. He's been a key cog on this team the past few years. He's going to be a big impact for them this upcoming season. And they have a lot of speed at running back as well, as they have some new experience coming in there. So look for them to run the ball a lot tonight, and we'll see how successful they are against the stout Bristol defense.
Yes, indeed. The Palisades Pirates, 20 points per game last year in 2024. Their most points was 40 points per game. And they allowed, though, 43 points on the defensive side of the ball. So that is something they're trying to work on here in early 2025. As the Pirates will kick off to the Warriors, we get set for first play here of high school football. A beautiful evening as the sun is near setting here just after 7 o'clock, just near 7 o'clock here as I guess we're going to get this game started a couple minutes earlier than previously scheduled, as the officials are talking things over at the line of scrimmage on the kickoff.
Yeah, a few minutes early. This is not a professional sport. They don't need to worry about TV times here.
A little preseason. I think they're switching sides now. There was some confusion on the spot. No, they're not, as the Pirates were making way to make the switch on the other side of the field. As Blake Aguilera is doing the kicking tonight for the Pirates. Braylon Williams back deep to return for the Warriors, also with Kylo Cottrell. We'll get into both of them once Bristol hits the offensive side of the ball. As Aguilera gets ready and the official blows the whistle, we are set to go. And Aguilera's kick is short, up the middle of the field. Williams will field it, bobbles it for a minute, but he gathers it nicely. And he's got some space down to the 30, cut across to the 40, and he's tackled out of bounds. A nice return from Braylon Williams to set up the Bristol Warriors offense for the first time here in 2025.
Good job by Williams following his blockers at a gap to the near sideline, is able to pick up good yardage on that return. And a good starting field position for Bristol here on their first drive of the season.
The Warriors are led by senior quarterback Brady Slate, who finished 59 for 104, 945 yards, 15 total touchdowns, a 57 completion percentage, rushed for 473 yards, 4 touchdowns on 65 attempts. As he starts out in the gun, he'll give it off to Cottrell, and he's met at the line of scrimmage behind, tackled where nowhere to go, even a loss on the play, as the Pirates defensive line read that the entire way.
Good job by that Palisades defensive line, able to blow that one up, and that's where they have a lot of their senior leadership returning on the defensive side of the football. A lot of these kids who were 10th graders, 11th graders last year, now they're seniors, now they're juniors, a lot more experience on that defensive line, and I think that's going to pay dividends for the Pirates this season.
And it's great, Rob. It's a great storyline, actually, for both programs, as the Bristol Warriors returned 10 total players for them from their 2024 league championship team. Anytime you can return that amount of players for both programs, I mean, it really could lead to some early success here in the following season, as Slate will take the direct handoff up the middle for a minimum gain, as we'll see a lot of that. And a diverse Bristol offense, as Slate can rush it just as well as throw it, but then you got to watch out for Braylon Williams and Kylo Cottrell, also dangerous.
Third and about a long 7, we'll call it. They say 8 on the scoreboard.
The Pirates trying to get off the field quickly on defense. Warriors trying to extend this early drive. And some possible early movement, no flags. As Slate fires over the middle, it is deflected. Good coverage there by the Pirates, incomplete. As Jack Treichel in coverage, the quarterback for the Pirates.
Yeah, Treichel, great play there. Good job converging on the ball. Also good job by the defensive line getting some pressure on the quarterback.
So a quick 3 and out for the Bristol offense, as they'll turn it over on the punt here to Palisades, and it is a nice punt. Will bounce inside the 20 and go out of bounds.
No return. Palisades will take over first and 10 on their own 20.
As Palisades takes over on their own 20. And we just mentioned senior quarterback / defensive back Jack Treichel. He finished 129 for 242 and 242, 461 yards, averaged about 132 passing yards per game, 13 touchdowns through the air, a 53% completion percentage, 52 rushes 37 yards and a pair of touchdowns for him in 2024. And you mentioned, Rob, the running backs for the Pirates. They're led by Ashton Fitzgerald and Lincoln Cook.
Yeah, Lincoln Cook, their big receiving target, had over 40 receptions last year, over 600 yards.
There's a quick screen pass on the near side of the field. As Lincoln Cook, not much room there on the first play.
You know what, though? That's a nice gain. That's 3 yards. That's what they call staying on schedule offensively.
Lincoln Cook, 49 receptions in 2024, 620 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Offense was not the issue for the Pirates last year. They had some success on that side of the ball. It was the defense where the issues were.
First, it's going to be a second down throw, just a little high out of the reach of Lincoln Cook there. A pretty tall Palisades Pirates team. You got Trickle at 6'2", Lincoln Cook at 6'2", Mason Schultz, another wide receiver, 6'2", Silas Day, a tight end coming in at 6'4". So see, the Pirates can use a lot of size tonight on their offensive side of the ball as we bring a 3rd and 7 on the 20. They'll split 4 receivers, 2 on each side of the field. As Trickle will pump fake on the screen. He'll look down the field. He's got a man wide open in stride, off his fingertips, incomplete. That's Silas Day. He had a huge gain, a lot of grass in front of him, and it'll be incomplete and a 4th down for the Pirates.
Oh, man, that's one that Silas Day will be having nightmares about. Right off his fingertips, a perfectly thrown ball. Just unable to haul it in.
As the Pirates will line up to punt it away on this 4th and 7. So both teams punting on their first possession. As Trickle will also do the punting. And the ball will be down inside the 45-yard line. Be marked on the 43. Don't forget, if you missed any of today's game, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County. It's the Trentonian. So the Warriors get back on the field. Their offense, their second possession of the early first quarter here. As it'll be give up the middle to Williams. And he's tackled, maybe got 1 or 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, again, not a whole lot there for Williams. Able to pick up about 3 on the play.
On the carry, gain of 4, taken down by number 15, Matt Warner.
I'll give him 4 yards on the carry, so it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Warriors. Slate ready, he'll screen it out to Cottrell. Cottrell trying to create some space, and he's tackled on the far side of the field. We have an official down. I believe he got caught in the line of fire in between the play.
He is. He looks to be in rough shape there. The official who went down.
And he has not moved.
Hit by a player. That's. Oh, man.
We're clear, Rob. We'll step aside real quick as the official works his way up. We'll get back to action in a moment here on WBCB.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, prove it.
Official seems to be back on his feet for now. After, I guess, maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Again, we didn't see exactly what happened, but considering it was probably a route that he just got caught in the middle of. So good to see the officials back in this game. It's 3rd and 5 for the Warriors here. Slate will take it on the RPO, and he decides to keep it himself, and he'll lose a yard on the carry.
And again, this Pirate defense wreaking havoc up front. Bristol unable to find any room to move the ball.
Along with 59, Orion McCourt. It'll be a 4th and 8 for the Warriors, and Brayton Slate back to
Slate will send it away on the punt here. As Ashton Fitzgerald back to receive it. A nice Warriors bounce will go inside about the 5-yard line and really pin the Pirates back here. And they'll take over for their second possession of the early first quarter of the season. So both teams struggling early on, Rob, to move the ball. And maybe just, again, you see a lot of this throughout high school football, especially early in the season, teams trying to find a rhythm. You know, you maybe have had a scrimmage before this game tonight, but other than that, you really have only beaten your own teammates up for the last couple weeks in training camp, and your first real game action here in the year.
Yeah, still trying to work out some kinks, both teams, trying to work out some wrinkles, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
As first down is caught down there.
Getting back to that, Nick, I'd imagine we wouldn't see too much aggressive play calling here in the early part of the game. We did see Palisades take the one deep shot that was off the hands of the receiver. I'd imagine as the game goes on, both teams will open up the playbook a little bit.
2nd and 7 for Palisades.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for Palisades here. Back on their 10-yard line. As Trickle under center. He'll give it off. And Fitzgerald with it, running in some space. We'll have a Pirates first down. The first down for either team early here in this first quarter.
Number 43, Ashton Fitzgerald, picks up the first down.
Nice run there by Ashton Fitzgerald, able to find that corner, had a lot of space to work with. And the biggest gain of the night for either team.
As it will be first down from just shy of the 23-yard line. Fitzgerald, 3 rushing touchdowns in 2024, 200 yards on the ground, 260 yards receiving, and a pass out to the far side to Lincoln Cook was good coverage there by the Warriors.
Broken up by number 1, it's Jones, the Boatman.
Ball and the defender got there exactly the same time, so a good non-call by the referees there. I did see some people on the Palisades sideline maybe wanting a penalty call there, but looked to be pretty bang-bang to me.
This Palisades team started 2024 0-4, then we were able to rip off 3 straight games. Excuse me, then they won 1 game, then they lost 3 straight, and then they won their final 2. So it was an up-and-down season for them. It's only 3 wins. As Fitzgerald on the carry, pushing and churning those legs up the middle, and he'll be close to a first down. We'll see if they give him the spot, and they do. on that second down play as Ashton Fitzgerald keeps the drive alive and the Pirates offense moving.
That was some shifty running there, just following his blockers again. Good job being patient, waiting for the hole to open up, and he's able to get enough for the first down. But Nick, you mentioned they won their last 2 games of last season, and people don't realize that's pretty big. If you have an unsuccessful season, if you can win those last few games and build some momentum going into the next year, that gives such a huge confidence boost, and I think we're seeing that pay off here on these first few drives.
We absolutely are, especially with all the returning players for the Pirates. I think they're definitely motivated here in the early part of 2025 as Fitzgerald breaks away. He's got some space down the sideline, down to the 40, to the 30, down the far sideline, still on his feet, churning back inside, and he'll be tackled just inside the goal line. And he'll be close to about the 5-yard line, where he will be marked down. A huge run for Ashton Fitzgerald, the biggest play from scrimmage here so far tonight.
And man, he's just had all kinds of running room every time he's touched the ball so far. A great job by the Pirate offensive line to open up those holes for him. And maybe an adjustment needs to be made by Bristol if they want to stop him.
Again, trickle under center, Fitzgerald the tailback, 2 receivers in Cook and Schultz. The give will go to Warner up the middle, and he's tackled low, and he will be just short of the goal line hard, and a late flag comes in.
And from our vantage point here with the sun, it's tough to tell where that goal line is.
Yeah, it is very tough. I know they're short. And they're going to go inside. It's definitely inside the 5, maybe the 2 or 3 yard line. It's on the 5. Thank you to our video engineer, Colin Sommer, our spotter almost. And the penalty will be on Bristol. And an automatic first down for Palisades. So the Pirates taking advantage of the Bristol misfortune there.
Another thing I just picked up on, the time on the scoreboard here has not been running.
Well, it was. It was under about 5 minutes. As Colin has our correct time on our live stream here. And now the officials finally see it here. And they're going to have to correct that in the booth. As the officials are all trying to get it on the same page to get the scoreboard with the game clock accurate and up to speed. But, Rob, it's really been Ashton Fitzgerald for the Pirates so far, finding some early success with him on that big run.
Yeah, he's been great so far. And, again, credit to their offensive line as well, because once he touches the football, there's no Bristol defender within 5 yards of him. And that's a credit to the big guys in front of him creating those holes, and he's taking advantage of it. And Bristol has yet to find an answer for it.
And when you have big bodies, you mentioned the big bodies on the offensive line. Can't forget about your wide receivers also blocking downfield, and Cook and Schultz as well. The give will go to Fitzgerald, and he will walk into the end zone for the Pirates touchdown. And the Palisades Pirates strike first after the Bristol penalty, and it'll be 6-0.
We finally do get that scoreboard right as we're down to 4 minutes, 52 seconds. That'll be the time of the first score of the season for the Palisades Pirates.
Number 34, Blake Aguilera offered the extra point.
As Aguilera is on for the PAT. And going to be a false start, or an offsides on the Warriors. As they'll line up and try it again. As Palisades is going to actually stay aggressive here and put the offense back on the field. I mean, you just mentioned, Rob, the carryover for 2024, a new mindset here in 2025, as Palisades trying to add on 2 more. As really their team motto coming into the year was playing together as a team and keeping the intensity the whole game and to never doubt your abilities. As Trickle will line up in the gun. He's got Warner next to him. Man in motion. Trickle will take it himself, has the space, and he is into the end zone. 2-point conversion is successful, and it is 8-0 Palisades as they decide to pull the extra point unit team off and go for 2 and take an early 8-0 lead. PIAA District 1 is looking for officials for all sports. If you are interested, visit PIAA.org for more information. Again, that's PIAA.org if you're interested in becoming an official. PIAA District 1 wishes all student athletes the best of luck on the field and in the classroom. JT and Sons Excavating and Concrete and owner Jason Tizone are proud to bring you portions of tonight's Bristol High School football game and wish Coach Ciotti and his players the best of luck this year. JT and Sons Excavating and Concrete, 1238 Radcliffe Street in Bristol, building a better foundation for our community. As Aguilera is set to kick this one away. As Cottrell with the receive it here.
Number 2, Khalil Cottrell on the return, gain of 12.
As Cottrell, a gain of 12 on the return. As we'll see a big drive here for the Warriors. Rob down 8 early on in this first quarter with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, big spot for their offense to really go out there and get an answer. You don't want this game to get away from you too early. So we'll see what they can do. A team that scored a lot of points last season. Let's see if they can get back to that same success here tonight.
That's Brady Slate in the gun. He'll give it off to Braylon Williams. Williams breaks a tackle, goes through the seam, down to the 50, pass to the 40, tries to cut back inside, stutter step, and he is wrapped around and tackled inside the 35-yard line. A huge play for Braylon Williams, the biggest for Bristol in this first quarter.
And there you go, Nick. There's that spark that they were looking for. Braylon Williams with a big run. Unfortunately, could not keep the momentum going as the defenders were able to catch up to him, but still down to the 35-yard line. And the first time that Bristol has crossed into Palisades territory tonight.
It'll be officially a gain of 42 for Braylon Williams. Williams with 12 touchdowns in 2024, 670 yards on 95 carries. Shows off his speed there. As Warriors will come out with trips receivers to the far side, one to the near side. And a flag on the field. It'll be offsides on the Pirates here. It'll just be a 5-yard penalty. Ball will go up to the 30-yard line.
5-yard penalty, 1st and 5 for the Warriors, 30-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 5 now. A beautiful first week of high school football here from Bristol, here on WBCB. Brady Slate will sling it down. He's got his man open and is off the helmet of Cottrell and unable to grab that one. Good defense there by the Palisades secondary. Able to break that one up.
Luckily, the safety was able to get his hands in there, and actually, if he had judged the ball a little bit better, probably could have picked it off. But a good play to break that one up.
Yeah, if you know You don't want to put your team in harm's way and go for the interception and then Cottrell to make a spectacular catch somehow, some way, rather just break it up and swat it down. As it'll be 2nd and 5 after the deep shot from the Warriors. Haven't gone deep tonight. Slate in the shotgun. Williams, his tailback. He'll give it off to Williams again. Goes right up the middle. And he'll get maybe 3 yards on the carry. And it'll be 3rd and about 2 yards for the Warriors offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. And, Nick, this is 4-down territory, so you don't necessarily have to pick up the first down here. But at the same time, you don't want to put yourself in a 4th down situation.
3rd and 2 for the Warriors.
Slate will take the direct snap himself up the middle and nowhere to go. After a few stutter steps trying to find something, but there was no room to run, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, it's a big loss. They're kind of just a nothing play from the get-go. Looked like there was miscommunication on that Warrior offensive line.
As head coach Mike Ciotti will take his first timeout of the half with the Warriors facing this 4th down. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online, Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Tonight's game being sponsored by JT & Sons for your concrete excavating needs.
As the Warriors try to get some points here on this drive after Braylon Williams was able to break a 42-yard run. And now you're almost, hard to say, Rob, probably really not in field goal range exactly right now. It'll be a pretty long try. Yeah, it's only a 4th and 3 as well.
This would be about a 28-yard line. It'd be about a 45-yard field goal attempt, and that's out of the range of most high school kickers. And being that's 4th and 3, I think they're better off just going for it.
And they will indeed. The Warriors keep the offense out on the field. 2 receivers to the far side. As Slate tries to create something, he'll throw it. And it is in the hands of Cottrell and couldn't come down with it, as he was covered by Mason Schultz in the secondary.
There is a flag on the play, and it's going to go against the Pirates. Looks like pass interference.
And a huge break for the Warriors, roughing the passer after Slate released the ball. It'll be an automatic 1st down, and that is huge for this Warriors offense.
Yeah, I'm not too sure I agree with that call. It looked pretty bang-bang when he released the football and when he got hit.
It'll be half the distance to the goal. This was Bristol at the 14-yard line.
So Bristol will be at the 14-yard line after the penalty, as the officials were just working that out amongst themselves. So that makes it more manageable now for this Bristol offense. And a big thing for them coming into the year, they really wanted to finish and execute in the red zone. And even if that meant utilizing more field goals, just coming away with points in more of those type of drives. But they look to try to punch in 6 and get back in this game. 2:13 to go here in quarter number 1. Slate gives off to Williams. Williams up the middle, still on his feet. And he is going to be down inside about the 6-yard line, as he keeps those legs moving here in the early parts of this game.
Yeah, Nick, he lowered the shoulder on somebody down there. Poor Pirate defender just got run over. inside the 10-yard line.
2nd and 8, or 2nd and 2 for Bristol.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 now for the Warriors. Slate in the shotgun. Williams, a tailback. He'll give it off to Braylon Williams. Williams up the middle, tried to follow his blockers and didn't find the right seam, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go there.
Williams with the carry. Gain of 1. Stopped by a host of Pirates. Pick up a 3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for this Bristol offense and head coach Mike Ciotti. Led the Warriors to 9 wins in 2024 as they look to get back to a district and league championship here in 2025. Slate under center to give to Williams again. Williams spinning, has enough for the first down, and will be about a yard short of the goal line.
Not quite into the end zone, but as you said, Nick, enough for the first down, so they've got 4 tries at the end zone here.
And they'll try a little tush-push action. Slate spins out of it, dives at the goal line, and that'll be in for the Bristol touchdown as Brady Slate has the first touchdown of the Warriors in 2025.
And he's slow to get up. Is able to walk off, but a great drive and a great answer by the Warriors. And now we'll see if they go for 2 to tie this thing up. It looks like they're just going to kick the extra point.
And Warriors were trying to go hurry up offense with 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As Talon Nemeth is on for the extra point. Kick is up and through the uprights, good. And it is an 8-7 lead for the Pirates, but the Warriors score and answer right back.
Yeah, as I said, a good answer for Bristol right there. A good drive, helped out by the penalty by Palisades, but they were able to take advantage of it, punch it into the end zone, and we've got a 1-point game here with 18 seconds to go in the first quarter.
We will step aside and come back. More action here from Bristol right after this on the WBCB Sports Network.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
Talon Nemeth set to kick off for the Warriors after answering the Pirates touchdown. The Pirates went for a successful 2-point conversion to get us to an 8-7 lead here, as Nemeth will kick it near side and is received by Ashton Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald going over to the far side, has some space, cutting past the 40, and he's tackled about midfield. And a good return from Ashton Fitzgerald, who actually took it from his teammate and took matters into his own hands to get the Pirates offense half a field to work with 8 seconds to go in quarter number 1. And you assume the Pirates will play it safe here on first down with only 8 seconds to go.
Well, they've had so much success with the run so far. Why get away from it at this point? You're starting off with possession right at midfield.
As the give will go up the middle. And it'll be close to a first down. And that will do it for quarter number 1 from Bristol. The Palisades Pirates leading after 1 quarter of play. It's 8-7 second quarter action from Bristol coming up here on the WBCB Sports Network.
When it comes to plumbing, there's only one trusted name for your home or business. That's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Whether it's drains, water heaters, faucets, or sewers, Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown can solve all of your plumbing problems. Time-tested and punctual since 1984. It's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Call them at 215-943-1776. That's 215-943-1776 for Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown, a proud supporter of high school athletics in Bucks County.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Bensalem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
Proceeding paid for by Herron for Sheriff.
Fitzgerald on the give on 2nd down and 4 up the middle. Minimal gain there for Ashton Fitzgerald. We welcome you back to Bristol High School. Nick Gallagher alongside Rob Gilmore behind the camera tonight. Colin Sommer, our video engineer. As the sun has finally set here in Bristol, as the Pirates will go hurry up and they'll go QB sneak up the middle for a little tush push of their own. And on 3rd down, they look like they will have enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and thank God for the sun going down because I don't have that staring right into my eyes anymore. That was tough to deal with in that 1st quarter, but we got through it.
So the Pirates get the 1st down here. As both teams went 3 and out in their opening drive. And Bristol ended up punting on their 2nd possession, and then the Pirates scored on their 2nd possession, and then Bristol responded with a 1-yard touchdown by QB Brady Slate. As a screen pass out to the far side of the field, it's caught by Cook in some space, and he will be tackled short of the sticks. And it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Pirates after the 9-yard gain from Lincoln Cook.
Ahead for 9 yards, stopped by number 7, Braylon Williams. It'll be a 2nd and 1.
So the Pirates offense is starting to get things going. They're finding a rhythm here on offense. As head coach Bobby Smith has got his offense moving here against this Bristol defense. 2nd and 1. The give will go to Fitzgerald. He bounces back to the middle of the field. Has enough. A late flag comes in. I think that's going to be on the Warriors there. And it will not be, excuse me, he'll be holding on the Pirates. It'll be a 10-yard penalty.
And that's a big one, Nick, because that takes away a nice run that would have had them in 2nd and short. Excuse me, would have been 1st down yardage.
Penalty will back up Palisades to the 36-yard line.
So that moves the offense back to the 36 for the Pirates.
Bringing up a 2nd and 6.
And just when I said the Pirates were starting to get a flow of their offense moving, they get that penalty. Trickle Fires quickly to the far side of the field. It is caught by Fitzgerald. Inbounds, and it'll be enough for a Pirates first down. I believe it'll be about a gain of 7.
Nice throw there by Trickle, had it right on the money, and Fitzgerald hobbled as he walks off the field, so that's something to pay attention to. He's their number 1 receiver, and he looked like he went down a little bit awkwardly, and he hit it right over to the training bench on the sideline.
And that's not something you want to see if you're a Pirates fan. A good crowd for the Palisade Pirates coming up from Kintersville, Pennsylvania. About an hour and 20 minutes it took them to get here today. And their full band made it. Their cheer squad made it as well. And on first down, it'll be Warner up the middle. Max Warner, the senior fullback. Rob, you mentioned him in our pregame. As Bobby Smith has high expectations for his fullback this year.
Yeah, Max Warner, one of the captains of this football team, somebody who's been here for 4 years and has done a little bit of everything. He excels on the defensive side of the ball, but also makes his impact known on the offensive side. Had 20 receptions as well last season.
As Trickle will give it again to Max Warner up the middle. Warner using all his strength to get up, and a nice gain. A gain about 12 it'll be for the Pirates. As right now the Warriors haven't had too many answers for this Palisades rushing attack. You've got a heavy dose of Ashton Fitzgerald. Hope he is okay to re-enter at some point. But Warner will take over the running back duties in the meantime. Trickle will give it again to Warner right at the defensive line of the Warriors. Nowhere to go that time. Warriors read it all the way through.
And that time the Warrior defense closing the gaps very quickly, tackling him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
It'll be 2nd and 11 now. Pirates coming out of the Colonial Schuylkill League. They're also Class 2A. So play very similar competition to Bristol. 8-7 Palisades lead. Almost halfway through quarter number 2 as immediate pressure from the Bristol line and the first sack of the night. As Brady Slate read that, came powering through the middle to take down his opposing quarterback.
Brady Slate doing it on both sides, and it looks like the Warriors may have found an answer defensively as 2 straight plays they have broken right through the Palisades offensive line and turned what was once a promising drive into a 3rd and long.
Pair of D linemen come out for the Warriors here.
3rd and 25.
And we will have a timeout on the field from Bobby Smith on a big decision here on 3rd and 25. You would think, Rob, they just try to get a little closer to 4th down and maybe try a field goal here. You don't want to try anything too tricky here.
Yeah, I think this is where they go for a chunk play. I think they go to the air here because it's 3rd and 25, so ideally you want to pick up at least, I would say, 10 to 15 yards on this play and make 4th down more manageable, or if your kicker has a leg 4, possibly get in the field goal territory. I don't think they want to put the ball on the ground and risk only picking up, 2-3 yards, because then that'd set up a 4th and long situation, which would not be ideal.
JT and Sons Excavating and Concrete and owner Jason Tizone are proud to bring you portions of tonight's Bristol High School football game and wish Coach Ciotti and his players the best of luck this year. JT and Sons Excavating and Concrete, 1238 Radcliffe Street here in Bristol, building a better foundation for our community.
Man, Nick, I don't think we could possibly ask for nicer weather for
No.
our season opener.
No, I love this. This is perfect weather. Late August game. Still have next week's game. It'll be Labor Day weekend. The 29th of August will be most of week 2 action around high school football. A great slate of games to start you off here on the WBCB Sports Network. Games tonight going on and games next week. And then already it'll be September before we know it.
It's my favorite time of year.
As it looks like some early movement. Both teams pointing to be a false start on the Pirates. And that'll be a 3rd and 30 from the 30-yard line. A lot of threes there. So we'll see what kind of play the Pirates come out with. Going to need some chunk yardage to make any kind of 4th down situation a little bit more manageable. As Trickle will roll out. He'll look to fire across the middle. Low throw intended for Cook. As Brady Slate was in coverage there for the Warriors. As he worked on the 6'2" Lincoln Cook.
Yeah, just not a great throw right there. Put it a little bit low, uncatchable. We got 4th in a country mile.
As the Pirates will keep the offense on the field here. They will not elect to kick with kicker Blake Aguilera.
That'd be about a 48-yard field goal if they were to attempt it. So a long field goal for a high school kicker. Some of them have the leg for it. I don't have the scouting report on Aguilera.
I know he returned last year. The returning player, as they'll go screen pass to Cook here, is dancing around. Maybe he'll pick up 4 or 5 yards on the play. And that will be it for the Pirates drive there as it stalls out on 4th down for the turnover.
Yeah, it looked like they were hoping to get some blocking on that far side and kind of spring him for a big gain there. Just didn't happen. A good job by the Bristol defense to blow that one up.
1st and 10 on their own 27.
So that Palisades drive took up about 10 seconds in the first quarter, and it's gonna be half of quarter number 2 with 5.5 to go here. So really owning the time of possession early in this game.
And that's always a good thing early on to kind of keep your defense off the field and keep them fresh. But they were unable to capitalize, and as such only have a 1-point advantage still. Uh-oh.
As Williams dances around, he's got some room in front of him as he goes down the sideline. All the way to the 40-yard line as he's pushed out of bounds. Braylon Williams, his 2nd big rush of tonight's game.
And Braylon Williams pulling out his inner Saquon there with some of the moves that he put on the defenders.
Gain of 36 down at a 37-yard line of Palisades.
It'll be a gain of 36. His first big run was 42. So back-to-back drives for big runs from Braylon Williams, the senior tailback. As the Warriors come out with 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Williams again to tailback. The sweep. We'll go over to Talon Nemeth there as Nemeth is tackled.
Nemeth on the carry.
Got some laundry on the play again.
Stopped by 11 Silas Day. However, holding on the Warriors.
And that will negate that play with a holding call on Bristol.
So the first 10 minutes or so of this football game, we really didn't see any penalties called, and now we've had a few on each of the last few drives.
You see so much of that in the early stages of any high school football season through, I would say, the first 3 to 4 weeks. You're going to see a lot of penalties across all of high school football. Teams just get back in the rhythm and finding their groove and their blocking schemes on both sides, offense and defense. So this will turn into 1st and 20s. We have 5 minutes to go here in the first half of play with the Warriors and the Pirates. Slate in the gun. He'll step back to pass looking, firing across. Cottrell caught, but they will say he trapped it, incomplete, hit the ground.
That's just a low throw. He bounced it in there. He had him wide open. Not able to get enough on that one.
Khalil Cottrell, we have not called his name too much tonight. Is really Braylon Williams has gotten a lot of the carries and a lot of the targets and so forth with this Bristol offense. But Cottrell runs a 4.5 on his 40-yard dash. And he actually has an offer from Long Island University he got last May. And that's his first official collegiate offer. He's pretty athletic. Also had a 6'6" high jump last spring in track and field. So surprised to see his limited role so far here in the Bristol offense. Slate will elect to give it off this time up the middle. And Williams on the carry with maybe 2 yards on the play. And correction, that'll be Dejon Weeks on his first carry tonight.
Brought down by number 11, Cyrus Day.
Third down and about 20 for the Warriors here. Trips receivers, it's Nemeth and Williams, who fires down to Cottrell, and it is intercepted down on the far near side of the field. Lincoln Cook comes away with it, and a huge turnover here in this first half.
That's a big play right there, and that's Lincoln Cook showing that he has the hands on both sides of the ball. He's their #1 receiver and also their top defensive back. And the first turnover of this football game goes to Palisades. So they got 3:48 to work with here before the end of the half. We'll see what they have cooked up offensively.
As Brady Slate was trying to make something happen there on that third down play, ending up throwing it into coverage, and Cook made a good read on it, got his feet in bounds to come away with it. And we'll see how Palisades decides to use the clock here with 3:48 to go. 2 timeouts to their name in their back pocket if they want it. I believe that's Ashton Fitzgerald on the carry. He's back on the field.
Yeah, it's good to see one of their key players can't afford to have him out for an extended period of time.
As Jack Trickle will roll out here to his left, he'll fire to the the far side of the field for Cook. Low throw, incomplete.
That's probably a blessing that the throw is low because that route was jumped and it could have been 6 going back the other way had the throw been a little bit higher.
And perhaps Trickle even knew that and decided to just throw it low instead of trying to throw it high.
This Bristol defense looks like they found an answer to Palisades' offense. They got a 3rd and 9.
As the battle for the line of scrimmage tonight between both these teams, love to run the football. But both quarterbacks can sling it around as Trickle's pass to the near side of the field is caught by Lincoln Cook that time. And it'll be a Pirates first down.
And that's a good throw right there. Again, he put it right where it needed to be, right where only his receiver could get to it. And enough for the first down yardage.
Clock continues to run with 2:20 and counting here in quarter number 2. As the Pirates will receive the second half kickoff.
With that in mind, Nick, you think they'd be content to kill a lot of clock here as they're trying to go down the field.
And you got to wonder if that's just their intent. If they come away with points, they would be happy with that. A quick throw out from Trickle to Cook in some space.
Lincoln Cook again on a quick
As Lincoln Cook gets moving along for this Pirates offense. Again, I mentioned earlier in this game, one of the taller players out there on the field tonight is Lincoln Cook. Jack Trickle, the quarterback himself, is 6'2". Mason Schultz, we called a few times earlier in the game, is 6'2". As we have a down warrior, it is Williams out there. And not good. Perhaps maybe some cramping, it looks like, Rob, on his legs.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that here in the early going, especially with the warmer weather for these games. And players still getting into shape physically, so I won't be shocked if we see a few more cramps here tonight.
PIAA District 1 is looking for officials for all sports. If you are interested, visit PIAA.org for more information. Again, that's PIAA.org. If you're interested in becoming an official, PIAA District 1 wishes all student athletes the best of luck on the field and in the classroom. As Williams will be helped carried off the field here as he's hobbled to the cart. And we assume his first half is done for now, as he'll get further evaluated in the locker room and hopes we have an update in quarter number 3. So the Pirates look to take advantage of one of the Warriors' better coverage men out there, or not out there. As Trickle will hand it off up the middle. As a few Warriors on the tackle. As Warner was on the carry.
Again, enough for first down yardage, and you got to wonder if at some point Bristol will consider using their timeouts. See if they can get the ball back with some time left.
As Warner on the play.
Another completion. Max Warner, number 15.
That's a good catch by Warner. He had to adjust. That ball was thrown behind him a little bit. Able to pull it in for a nice gain.
As the Pirates try to get the hurry-up offense as we tick down to 1:10. Quick throw out to Warner again on the far side of the field. Has enough for another Palisades first down. And neither coach electing for any timeouts. Both teams have 2 timeouts in their back pockets if they want to use it. A quick throw out again from Trickle. This time caught by Silas Day.
It's a great one-on-one tackle right there.
Bryce Bornice on the tackle.
And number 6, Darius Newton.
Yeah, that was good. That's what they call a textbook tackle right there, wrapping up below the hips and bringing him down. You don't see textbook tackles too often anymore. That was a good one right there. Open field, too.
As we have a timeout on the field by Palisades. They'll use one of their final 2 timeouts with 50 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. And we mentioned earlier a lot of high school football getting back into the swing of things. Next week, the Warriors return home here as they take on Pottstown for their Labor Day and veteran game. That is, next Thursday, August 28th at 7 p.m. here at Bristol High School. They have a very favorable schedule in 2025. It'll be 7 home games, Then in early September, they go on a 3-game road trip to Hamburg, Executive Education Academy, and Renaissance. And they have homecoming at the end of September, Friday the 26th. And they're home for games October 3rd and 10th. And senior night is October 24th. As Trickle rolls out and fires downfield to Warner on the completion.
Trickle so far in this game proving to be pretty accurate with these back shoulder passes.
And hold that. That'll be a holding on the Pirates to negate that play.
So that's 2 consecutive drives where they just had a really bad drive-killing holding penalty. It's something that I'm sure head coach Bobby Smith will address in the locker room at halftime.
So a 10-yard penalty for the Pirates to march them backwards. They're at about the 46-yard line. Have 1 timeout. Bristol with 2 timeouts. If head coach Mike Ciotti wants to elect to use any of them. Pirates come out with trips receivers to the far side. And Max Warner, the lone receiver, to the near side here. And it'll be a delay of game on the Pirates. And that'll march them back another 5 yards. So 15 yards of penalties in a span of a few seconds.
This is big with 41 seconds before the break. They had a chance, a great opportunity to put some more points on the board. Now they're shooting themselves in the foot.
They had Max Warner inside the 15-yard line, and then it was 2 penalties after that. As Trickle dances away as Round tries to create something, nothing anywhere.
Well, first off, he did a great job to corral a high snap there. And was able to get the throw off right through the hands of his receiver, but I thought he had room to run there.
I think he thought about it for a brief moment there, but knew it wouldn't really benefit much, and the clock would have been running if he was tackled. You got to think, if you're head coach Bobby Smith, you got to tell your quarterback, don't force anything, don't throw anything that you don't feel comfortable. You don't want a pick 6 going the other way. If you're the Pirates right before the half, be a backbreaker. As it'll be a pitch out to Max Warner this time. Warner leaps over defender, and he's tackled inside about the 40-yard line on the far side of the field. And we'll see if the Pirates try to get one more play off. Final 18 seconds.
Max Warner on the carry, a gain of 10.
Looks like they're going to run this thing down and then maybe try a shot at the end zone here. That would be my guess. As we trick down 5, 4, 3, it looks like they're just going to let it run out. Oh, there is a...
They'll get that 1 second remaining. As Bobby Smith will use his final timeout here in the half. And you would think, Rob, that with 1 second, I guess they'll try. I mean, it'd be a pretty Hail Mary type throw from the 40.
Well, Trickle has the arm for it, and we've seen that with a couple of his deep throws so far. The thing is, he's going to need time to get that throw off, and can that offensive line hold up for that long?
That's going to be a crucial thing if the Warriors can get in the face of Trickle quickly here, and he won't be able to get anything off. But if you're Pirates, you know, we've mentioned the size difference they have, at least from the wide receiver standpoint, against the Bristol defensive backs. So you'll have Warner, Lincoln Cook, and Mason Schultz, your trips receivers here. I believe Silas Day on the far side of the field. As Trickle will roll out, he'll just heave it as far as he can throw it, and it is caught into the end zone. As Cottrell still on his feet as he returns this inside the 15 where he is tackled. So it'll be an interception from Trickle officially, but that will do it for the first half of play from Bristol. It's an 8-7 Palisades lead after one half of play from Bristol. We will step aside. We'll come back and preview the second half. Stay with us here on WBCB Sports Network from Bristol.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believed they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I've stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion, it's an unbreakable pact. Justice will be swift, it'll be certain, and it'll be served. I'm Jennifer Shorn, and I will never stop fighting for Bucks County. Our families, our safety, our home.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Parents, are you looking for an athletic performance coach for your child with over 25 years of experience? Coaches, are you looking for a strength and conditioning coach that has coached youth to professional teams to record success? Your only choice is the Kalinowski Performance Academy. The Kalinowski Performance Academy is the area leader in personal, group, team academy prep, and return to play training. The Kalinowski Performance Academy believes that everyone should have an opportunity to be their best. Go to trainlikecal.com to be Cal's next success story. That's trainlikecal.com, spelled K-A-L.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. Every champion needs a good game plan. BCWSA and I want to make sure you have a game plan when it comes to conserving our most precious resource, water. Whether you're washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or watering your garden, there are ways you can save water and save money. Visit bcwsa.net for tips on conserving water. BCWSA, proven.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems, and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
When it comes to plumbing, there's only one trusted name for your home or business. That's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Whether it's drains, water heaters, faucets, or sewers, Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown can solve all of your plumbing problems. Time-tested and punctual since 1984. It's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Call them at 215-943-1776. That's 215-943-1776 for Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown, a proud supporter of high school athletics in Bucks County.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Bensalem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
Proceeding paid for by Herron for Sheriff.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believe they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I've stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion, it's an unbreakable pact. Justice will be swift, It'll be certain and it'll be served. I'm Jennifer Shorn, and I will never stop fighting for Bucks County. Our families, our safety, our home.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Parents, are you looking for an athletic performance coach for your child with over 25 years of experience? Coaches, are you looking for a strength and conditioning coach that has coached youth to professional teams to record success? Your only choice is the Kalinowski Performance Academy. The Kalinowski Performance Academy is the area leader in personal, group, team academy prep, and return to play training. The Kalinowski Performance Academy believes that everyone should have an opportunity to be their best. Go to trainlikecal.com to be Cal's next success story. That's trainlikecal.com, spelled K-A-L.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. Every champion needs a good game plan. BCWSA and I want to make sure you have a game plan when it comes to conserving our most precious resource, water. Whether you're washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or watering your garden, there are ways you can save water and save money. Visit bcwsa.net for tips on conserving water. BCWSA, proven.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for autopay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
When it comes to plumbing, there's only one trusted name for your home or business. That's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Whether it's drains, water heaters, faucets, or sewers, Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown can solve all of your plumbing problems. Time-tested and punctual since 1984. It's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Call them at 215-943-1776. That's 215-943-1776 for Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown, a proud supporter of high school athletics in Bucks County.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Bensalem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
Proceeding paid for by Herron for Sheriff.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believed they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I have stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion, it's an unbreakable pact. Justice will be swift, it'll be certain, and it'll be served. I'm Jennifer Shorn, and I will never stop fighting for Bucks County. Our families, our safety, our home.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Welcome back, everyone, to Bristol High School as we are moments away from second half. 8-7, Palisades Pirates leading over the Bristol Warriors. Nick Gallagher alongside Rob Gilmore and Colin Sommer with you here from Bristol High School on week 1 of this high school football season. Let's look over first half, recap that. As both teams traded 3 and outs on their first 2 possessions. Bristol punted away on their second possession. Then we opened up the scoring on a 3-yard touchdown run by Palisades from Ashton Fitzgerald on a 3-yard touchdown carry to put them up 8-0 as the Pirates had the Warriors had a penalty after that, and the Pirates ended up going for a 2-point conversion. Brady Slate for Bristol ended up scoring a 1-yard touchdown run on a tush push the following drive for the Warriors to get back then with an 8-7, as there was a couple of turnovers back and forth, and that's how we got to our score of 8-7. And Rob, your first half thoughts, and as we look forward to the second half here.
Well, we had a little bit more pace in the first quarter, I thought. After those initial drives, both teams marched down the field and scored touchdowns. And I thought we were going to have a little bit more of that in the second quarter, but the defenses came alive a little bit. Bristol's notably was much better after that touchdown that they allowed. And also teams had some penalty issues. Both teams had some penalty issues. So it was a fast-paced, good active first quarter and a little bit sloppy in the second quarter. So we'll see if they can get back on track offensively or if we're going to have a defensive battle here in the second half.
And we do have an update for the Pirates, as I saw Ashton Fitzgerald coming out of the locker room on a single crutch, and it was not able to put too much weight on his, I believe, his right side. So he will probably be doubtful to return in this one. As for the Warriors, Braylon Williams exited late in that second quarter with an injury as he went to the locker room. He is here right in front of us, actually, talking with one of the athletic trainers.
That's a big loss for Palisades, though. If Fitzgerald, he did initially, if I remember correctly, came back from that injury. He was in for a few plays, and I guess they took him back, and then at the back in the locker room at halftime, they decided that the injury was too severe to play through. So we'll see how that impacts their play calling, what Bobby Smith has in store to make up for the loss of Ashton Fitzgerald here in the second half.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Max Warner for the Pirates doing a lot of the running back duties from here on out, and we'll assume that will stay suit as that. And maybe they'll go a little bit further down the depth chart in this second half in the running game. Maybe you'll see Trickle take a lot of carries himself, as with the Pirates will receive this second half kickoff. And we'll hope to see Braylon Williams back on the field for the Warriors here in the second half at some point. He is, on the other hand, not on any crutches and standing on his own power, so he should hopefully be good to go. We'll see if he starts out in this second half as a defensive back, as Nemeth will kick this one away. Nemeth kicks it short and is down there by one of the up men, and it's tackled with not much room to go. That's where the Pirates will take over for their first possession here in the second half.
Kickoff return by number 8, Hunter Hammer. Tackle made by number 75, Hayden Hillerson. Palisades will start with the ball first and 10 on their own 35.
As Palisades takes over first and 10 from the 35. As they get their offense back on the field for the first time here in this second half. As they chucked up a Hail Mary as time expired in quarter number 2. As Trickle will take the carry himself right up the middle in some space, and that is a immediate first down for Jack Trickle. As Braylon Williams enters back into the game for the Warriors, so that's good to see if you're a Bristol fan. A great first half for him rushing the ball. As Trickle will have Max Warner next to him, Lincoln Cook, and Mason Schultz, the wide receivers. He'll give it off to Warner. Warner goes speeding up through the middle and tackled right there immediately at the line by Gabe Greway, the sophomore on the tackle.
Nice job by Greway. Met him right at the line of scrimmage. A one-on-one tackle, took him down.
You want to see this Warriors defense continue to play at the line of scrimmage, and that's where they're going to win this game. A quick slant out Good throw there by Trickle. Has his man for the reception. It looked to be Warner there on the reception. Be about 2 yards short of the sticks.
Lincoln Cook on the reception, a gain of 7.
And correction will be Lincoln Cook on the reception, gain of 7 on the quick slant there from Trickle.
Second and 4, second and 3 for the Pirates.
Second and short. As Trickle takes it himself in the backfield and dancing around, not much room to go.
Yeah, nothing doing there. Warriors blew up the entire left side of that offensive line. Just a minimal gain.
Number 33 for the Pirates.
It's a big third down here early in the second half.
If the Warriors defense can get off the field, only down 1 here. As Palisades hasn't been 3 and out since the first quarter. They'll give it up to Warner, goes right up the middle, enough for a Pirates first down. As Palisades continues to exploit the Bristol second level, getting through that A gap and is just getting through the middle.
Yeah, it's good tough running there by Max Warner, and they've had some success once they've been able to break through that first level of the Bristol defense. Bristol's defensive line has been pretty good tonight, but once they get to that second level, it haven't had as much success with the tackling.
As Trickle will roll out to his right, firing incomplete off the hands.
Trickle again took a bad snap and was able to bobble it and hang on to it, and very lucky that was not a fumble off the snap. That's the second time today that he's taken a bad snap like that and avoided turning the ball over.
And I believe both times that's happened, Rob, was on the rollouts too, so don't know if they're still trying to work the kinks out of that play between Trickle and his center. It is Will Cap is the center for Palisade, the junior center. Two receivers to the far side of the field. Pump fake. He's got his man open in stride, caught by Cook, and he had it. And they'll say it was incomplete. He looked like he had a step or two, but they will mark it incomplete. Could not come down, complete the catch. Good coverage down the field.
There is a flag on the play. That's the second time tonight that Trickle's thrown a perfect ball down the far sideline and his receiver cannot haul it in.
Illegal chop block on the offense.
And it wouldn't have mattered anyways. There's an illegal chop block called. But man, he has thrown a couple dimes tonight and his receivers have not helped him out.
And a big
Be a 10-yard penalty on Palisades.
penalty there for against the Pirates, excuse me.
Repeat the down, second and 20.
And anytime they've had like a big play, besides a couple of rushing plays, anytime they have a big play through the air, they've got it and negated that with a flag. So it'll be second and 20 now for the Pirates offense. Trickle got a man in motion. Looking, he'll fire, hold it back, excuse me. He'll duck it, tuck it, and run. He's got some space at the far side of the field, and he is a few yards short of a first down, but a Warrior player is down on the far side of the field. He took the brunt of that play.
Yeah, went down trying to make that tackle there, and he kind of just got run over. And a great play by Trickle with a pump fake, able to find some open space, and a great run to pick up the first down.
And I don't know if it was a leg or an ankle But that defensive back is down in some pain. The athletic trainer for Bristol sprinted immediately over.
That does not look good on that far sideline.
And we will step aside for the injury timeout. Back with more third quarter action from Bristol right after this.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, prove it.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
When it comes to plumbing, there's only one trusted name for your home or business. That's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Whether it's drains, water heaters, faucets, or sewers, Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown can solve all of your plumbing problems. Time-tested and punctual since 1984. It's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Call them at 215-943-1776. That's 215-943-1776 for Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown, a proud supporter of high school athletics in Bucks County.
Can't even tell, is it 30? Welcome back, everyone, to Bristol as the injured Warrior is up on his feet and walking back to the sideline.
He's holding his left arm, maybe a left arm or a shoulder injury.
And it is senior linebacker Bryce Bornice down.
That's a big one. That's a big loss for them. He's made some nice plays for them defensively tonight.
He was very slow to get up, but eventually did get to his feet. They brought the bodyboard out just in case, and good to see he's able to walk it off, but probably, I don't know if he popped his shoulder out, but good to see he was able to walk it off at least for now. As back to action here, Trickle under center. He'll give it off on the toss to Max Warner. Warner on the end around as he is out of bounds with a short gain on the toss. It'll be enough for a Pirates first down.
First and 10 on the Warrior 25.
Be a 1st and 10 on the 25 for Palisades. As they've had the ball this early stage of the second quarter, 7:53 to go. As Warner will go back to the tailback, Trickle, and he's got Solomon Riddle next to him. The toss again to Warner, lunging his way forward down to the 15. And he should have another first down or close to it. It'll be 2nd and short. Braylon Williams on the tackle. This Pirates team continuing to give the Warriors struggling defensively through the running game. And it was Ashton Fitzgerald in the early stages before he went out with an injury, and now Max Warner has stepped in nicely. Listed as the fullback, but you wouldn't see a big body, 6 foot, and has been able to take over the running back duties. He'll get a carry again up the middle, enough for a first down.
Warner on a carry ahead for another first down.
Yeah, the two of them are different running backs, and that Fitzgerald, he'll give you speed and he'll get to the edges quicker, but Warner, he's just great at plowing up the middle and picking up the tough yardage. Both equally effective, they just do it in different ways. And that's actually an adjustment for the Bristol defense that they'll have to make to stop Warner.
Ball spot at the 11-yard line as the Pirates inside the red zone for just the second time tonight. Quick screen pass to Cook. Cook bounces to the inside and into the end zone. Waiting for the signal from the official. And they say Cook went out at the 1.
I don't know about that. I
thought he looked in. Even from our strange angle, Rob, up here, he looked in, had the ball over the plane.
Well, the near side line judge looked. He wasn't staying step for step with the play.
First and goal for the Pirates.
So it'll be 3rd and goal for the Pirates at the 1-yard line. As Trickle will look to punch it in here. Under center, flags go flying, false start.
Oh, man.
And that'll be on the Pirates. So another penalty for this Pirates offense at a bad time. Still be 1st and goal. They are knocking on the doorstep once again for the Warriors.
Push the Pirates back to the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
So instead of an easy 1-yard QB sneak, we'll see if they just give it off or if Trickle decides to keep it. He'll roll out. Looking, he'll just dump it off to Warner into the end zone. Touchdown, Palisades. And Max Warner, his first touchdown of 2025.
And that's some great patience by Trickle there, allowing that play to develop and waiting until Warner got open. Found him in the end zone, and that's a big touchdown to give them some breathing room on the scoreboard. And they will kick the extra point this time. Very interesting formation here. Now they're getting set.
As Blake Aguilera is on for the PAT. Spotted, kick up, and it is good. And the Pirates extend their lead as they go up 15-7 here over the Bristol Warriors with 5 minutes to go here into the 3rd quarter. JT and Sons Excavating and Concrete and owner Jason Tizone are proud to bring you portions of tonight's Bristol High School football game and wish Coach Ciotti and his players the best of luck this year. JT and Sons Excavating and Concrete, 1238 Ratcliffe Street here in Bristol, building a better foundation for our community. PIAA District 1 is looking for officials for all sports. If you are interested, visit PIAA.org for more information. Again, that's PIAA.org if you are interested in becoming an official. PIAA District 1 wishes all student athletes the best of luck on the field and in the classroom. As we come back up the field here, as Aguilera will set to kick this one away. As Braylon Williams and Talon Nemeth back to receive. Aguilero's kick high. Tailing back is Williams to retrieve it. He takes it out inside the 1, keeps it on his feet up to about the 20-yard line. And that's where he's tackled.
Bristol will start first and 10 on their own 20.
It'll be the first possession for the Warriors here in the third quarter with 4:53 to go. Well, Rob, with the Pirates going up to extend their lead to 15-7 here, Warriors can throw it through the air, but they've really rushed it pretty well tonight. What do they have to do here? This is a big drive for them here on this play.
I'd say just stick with what's working. You got plenty of time left. You still got almost 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. You don't need to throw the ball just yet. Now, if the opportunity arises, then yes. But the run game has worked so far. I would say stick with that.
And they'll give it off to Williams here as he dances around, finds some space across the 30, cuts back inside, still on his feet, and he's tackled at about the 35-yard line.
Gain of 15 for the Warriors, brought down by number 15, Max Horner.
Braylon Williams using his speed and size and skill set, fast footwork. And believe it or not, it's only Braylon Williams as a junior, his first year as a tailback. He's mostly been a linebacker through his first couple years here at Bristol, but you just wouldn't know it. He's been a first-team All-League linebacker the last 2 years and the Bicentennial Athletic League Defensive Player of the Year in 2024. As Slate unloads, he's hit as he throws and is caught, and no flags on the play.
Yeah, I don't know about that. There was some early contact there.
As Jones Beauplan was the intended receiver. You heard a helmet-to-helmet contact as Slate took that hit as he threw it.
Well, there was that, and then also on the receiver, it looked like the defensive back had his arms wrapped around him before he went up for the ball. So it really could have been 2 fouls called against Palisades there. Instead, neither one of them draws a flag.
And I thought for sure there was going to be pass interference down the field if there wasn't going to be called roughing the passer. But nonetheless, officials keep the flags in the pockets as Slate takes the carry himself on the far side of the field, up past the first down marker for a Warrior first down. And that's how you answer with no flags as Slate takes matters into his own hands and gets his team a first down.
And both teams have had success with their quarterbacks running the football, especially using that speed, able to get to the edges and kind of make something out of nothing.
And Brady Slate, quite the athlete here at Bristol, defensive back, quarterback, and also punter, and he was first team All-League in those categories last year. And we have a timeout, delay of game on the Warriors.
An unforced error, that's 5 yards that you don't need to give up.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now for Bristol. As Slate rolls to his right, fires, and just dumps it off to avoid taking the sack there. And he's slow to get up.
Yeah, he took quite a hit.
Number 15, Max Warner on the pressure.
That was Max Warner getting in there, making his name heard on both sides of the football.
He's really been a threat for the Pirates on both sides tonight. Slate has taken a couple of big hits tonight. You wonder if they're just getting to him now here in this second half.
As we mentioned, Palisades has some size, and defensively they've put that to good use, making some of these hits, and those hits are going to take a toll on the Bristol offense.
Slate in the gun with trips receivers to the near side. He'll give it off to Williams. Williams up the middle. And he will get back about 5 yards on the carry.
Williams on the carry, gain of 8.
We'll give him a gain of 8, so it'll be third down. And about 7 for the Bristol offense. And if you're Bristol, this is a crucial third down about midfield here with 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. You don't want to give the football back to the Pirates. Slate in the shotgun. He'll dance, looking, fires across the middle, and it is incomplete. Had Nemeth across the middle. Jones Beauplan also nearby, the other intended receiver, and is broken up in the back, in the secondary.
Slate took another shot as he got that throw off.
And Slate's probably wondering why he's not getting any calls on those late hits.
Well, that one was pretty bang bang. It was just about right as he got that throw off.
So he will get back and punt it away. They'll do a fake wide open down the far side of the field as Beauplan into some space. And they executed perfectly on the fake punt, and there's a flag on the play.
We'll see about
we'll
this.
Hold that just for a minute.
What a gutsy play call on a perfect throw. Flag down at the 40. Looks like
a sideline warning.
Sideline warning on Palisades. The play will stand.
So the play will stand. Sideline warning against Palisades. And is a successful conversion.
You know what? Knowing Bobby Smith, it would not surprise me if he's getting in the ear of an official right now.
And not too often you have your quarterback as your punter as well. So it's a great utilization there by head coach Mike Ciotti to use your quarterback on the punt and have him throw a beautiful pass there to Jones Beauplan. As Slate will take it himself round the edge on the quarterback keeper, get about 9 yards.
A gain of 7.
It'll be a 7-yard gain. That might be the momentum swing, Rob, that Bristol definitely needed to go in their favor.
And now the question is, can they punch it in?
Slate fires, lobs it up for Cottrell, and he had it. Flag comes flying into the secondary right there.
It's like pass interference. Defensive back had his back turned to the football as he made contact with the receiver.
And Khalil Cottrell trying to use that athleticism, that 6'6" high jump he had last spring to come away with that ball.
That's a break for Bristol right there because it was an underthrown pass. If the defensive back is turned around, he probably picks that one off.
That penalty will be half the distance to the goal.
So after the pass interference will be half a distance to the goal. Cottrell comes off slowly.
Timeout, Bristol.
And Bristol will take a charge timeout here, their first of the half. We will step aside as well. More third quarter action from Bristol here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Ben Salem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
Proceeding paid for by Herron for Sheriff.
Welcome back, everyone, to Bristol High School as the Warriors are knocking on the doorstep of the Pirates as they trail 15-7 here with 50 seconds to go here in the quarter number 3. It'll be their second time in the red zone tonight. They scored earlier on a 1-yard quarterback keeper from Brady Slate. As they are inside the 10-yard line.
The first and goal from the 7-yard.
Ball be spotted at the 7. They'll give it off to Williams this time. Braylon Williams maybe got a yard or 2 on that one.
Braylon Williams on the carry, gain of 1.
Got an injured Warrior down. Just helped up by his teammates.
And it was Braylon Williams just slow to get up as he will limp off here as junior tailback Dijon Weeks will come back in. Second and goal for the Warriors. Slate fires, jumping leap was Jones' bow plan, making an athletic attempt to it and just couldn't come down with it.
That's a great play by the defensive back over there for Palisades, able to get a hand in there and knock that one away.
Third and goal. Bristol.
Jones bow plan, the 6'2 junior receiver. Just timed that pretty well, but very well defended in the secondary. Bring up third and goal, and this is where the Warriors really wanted to focus their offense in 2025 inside the red zone, finishing off drives, coming away with points. Flag on the play. And another delay of game on the Warrior offense.
Yeah, on third down, that is a killer. Again, 5 yards you didn't need to lose. And in that situation, you really can't afford to lose.
I don't know if that's miscommunication on the quarterback, not knowing the play clock. Don't know if it's slow getting the play in. A lot of factors there. As we'll make this a more difficult third down for Brady Slate in the offense. Warriors come out with trips receivers to the near side. Jones bow plan the far side. Slate pump fakes, looking, will tuck it and run, take it himself, has some grass in front, in the end zone, touchdown Bristol. And on 3rd and 11, Brady Slate takes it himself into the end zone.
That's a great job by Brady Slate. Basically just did that all himself, kept the play alive and found the corner. And now the question is, as we're near the end of the third quarter, will they go for the tie or will they just settle for the extra point here and hope to have another chance in the fourth quarter? It looks like they are going to go for the tie.
So offense on the field, and the Warriors will try to a 2-point conversion of their own. Flags early, and that was a good play design. It'll be a false start on Bristol. So now the penalties adding up for the Warriors. And they might as well just keep the offense on the field at this point. As for the moment, 15-13 game, 4 ticks to go here in quarter number 3 as the Warriors look to tie this game up. Warriors again trips receivers to the near side of the field. Braylon Williams, the lone tailback. Brady Slate will roll out to his right. He'll look to keep it. Has a man open, fires all across the field. It's Cottrell wide open into the end zone. And the 2-point conversion is successful, and the Warriors tie this game up at 15.
Really nice play design there for the Warriors, and Cottrell able to get wide open, and we are all knotted up 15 apiece as we head towards the fourth quarter.
And the Warriors come back and answer. Palisades touchdown in the third. And we're knotted up at 15. Don't forget, if you missed any of tonight's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. JT & Sons Excavating and Concrete and owner Jason Tizone are proud to bring you portions of tonight's Bristol High School football game and wish Coach Ciotti and his players the best of luck this year. JT & Sons Excavating and Concrete, 1238 Radcliffe Street here in Bristol, building a better foundation for our community. As Nemeth will set to kick this one away. Short kickoff to the near side of the field. Cook fields it. As Cook gets up to the 35-yard line where he is tackled. And for the moment, they have 10 seconds left on the game clock. I believe there was 4 seconds. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter after that correction. And we will step aside as well. Fourth quarter action from Bristol, an exciting one here for you. Come back with us here on the WBCB Sports Network right after this.
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believed they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I've stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion, it's an unbreakable pact. Justice will be swift, it'll be certain, and it'll be served. I'm Jennifer Shorn, and I will never stop fighting for Bucks County. Our families, our safety, our home.
There really is nothing like a home team.
And first play from the fourth quarter. Palisades go right up the middle with it. We have an injured Warrior down on the play. There's about a 5-yard gain on the carry.
Looks like another cramping situation.
Warner on the carry, gain of 3.
And it's hard to tell who is down right now. But yeah, perhaps another cramping situation. As the, again, athletic trainer out there. He's been busy tonight. I want to say that's Nick Kaywood out there.
21.
The athletic trainer. And 21 is Jacob Cialella,
Number 21, Jacob Cialella on the side.
the sophomore defensive back, and he is on his feet.
Here's 2nd and 8 for the Pirates.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Pirates here, as we're not up at 15. Screen pass out to the side of the field as Cook on the reception.
Quick dump off the Cook.
And it'll be a Pirates first down.
Gain of 10 and a first down, Pirates.
It's the first game of the season for us, and we've been blessed with a great one so far. It looks like we're going to be in for an exciting finish between these two teams.
Pitch out to Warner, and he's hit. A big hit there. As Darius Newton with the rough tackle there on Warner, making his presence felt. Bristol can feel the momentum, even though with this game tied. They've had 2 Brady Slate touchdowns, one from 1 yard out and 11 yards out. And a 2-point conversion caught by Khalil Cottrell. As Trickle gives it up to Warner that time. The minimal gain gets to about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or 2.
This is a big 3rd down coming up for both of these teams.
Bring up a 3rd and a long 5 for the Pirates.
As the Pirates at about midfield, just a few yards cross.
Timeout, Palisades.
As Palisades and Bobby Smith will take a timeout, as Smith coming out from the sideline in a little upset there, Rob. Showing some frustration from him.
Yeah, it looked like there might have been a little bit of miscommunication with the play call there, and at this juncture in the game, you can't afford to have a delay of game or have something go awry offensively. So Bobby Smith going out and making sure that they're all on the same page.
I mean, you mentioned this is a big 3rd and 5, and this is a spot really you could utilize Ashton Fitzgerald if he were in your lineup right now for the Pirates. And with him being injured and not expected to return tonight, you really lose that flexible option of having him as a dual threat pass catcher and tailback.
Yeah, it's been a big loss for them, especially here in the second half.
And 3rd and 5, Pirates get to the line of scrimmage here. Line up in the I formation. Pump fake. Trickle fires downfield. Cook bobbles it, catches it in stride inside the 20-yard line. A big reception by Lincoln Cook. A huge play from Trinkle to Lincoln Cook there. And the Pirates first down.
Nick, that was what we call a dot from Trickle. Perfect throw right on the money. This time his receiver hangs on. A big gain, a big first down. And they are just outside of the red zone at the 21.
A good throw there by Jack Trinkle on the pump fake. And finally, a receiver of his comes down with a big reception on a big play and a first down just at the 22-yard line. They'll screen it out to Schultz that time. Schultz gets a medium gain on the reception.
Mason Schultz on the quick reception, gain of 8.
It'll be a gain of 8. Again, Pirates line up in the eye. As Trickle takes it himself. It looks to be there was some miscommunication between him and his fullback. Maybe it was a design play, but he looked to believe Solomon Riddle, who wasn't where he was supposed to be, but ends up taking himself as Trickle gets a first down for this Pirates offense.
Hey, it doesn't always have to be pretty, but it works. Enough for the first down. Inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal to go. You got to score a touchdown here. 9 minutes left in regulation. You're in a tie game. You can't settle for 3. You need to go up by 7.
And it'll really put the pressure on the Warriors as Pirates march down inside the red zone. PIAA District 1 is looking for officials for all sports. If you are interested, visit PIAA.org for more information. Again, that's PIAA.org. If you are interested in becoming an official, PIAA District 1 wishes all student athletes the best of luck on the field and in the classroom. As a first and goal for this Palisades offense, as they've been in the red zone both times here in the second half. As Trickle pushes forward, and no sign yet. He will be short of the goal line, be about at the 2. As the Pirates go hurry up here. Trickle takes it himself again, dances around, and he'll just walk into the end zone untouched for a Pirates touchdown.
It's a great drive for the Pirates, a great answer. Come back down the field, retake the lead. This is a big extra point. We have an interesting extra point formation here.
It's only the second time the Pirates possess the football here in the second half. They answer with a touchdown.
And the
clock is blocked as Aguilera was unsuccessful. Ball is live. Now it's recovered by Bristol. And a huge block keeps this game at only 6. It's 21-15. Palisades in front with 8:35 to go here in quarter number 4.
That's big. That's the type of play that can change the momentum of this football game, because now you go down the field, a touchdown and an extra point doesn't just tie the game, it wins it, or at least puts them ahead.
And you know Mike Ciotti, if given the opportunity, would almost dare go for 2 if he really wanted it, to stretch it out. But Bristol has to come away with the drive here. This game is far from over with 8:35 to go. And Bristol only 1 timeout left in their back pocket. Bobby Smith and Palisades with a pair. So Jack Trickle gets his first touchdown of 2025 for the Pirates. And now the Warriors a chance to respond. as Williams and Cottrell back deep to receive. Be shocked if Aguilera gives either one of those guys a chance to return this. And he does. He will boot it far deep. Williams will take it himself inside the 5. Up to the 15, to the 20, and he will take it out of bounds at the 25. Flag thrown.
A late flag right at the end of the return. We'll see what this one's all about. That's a big one. That's a hold. That's coming back.
Another inflicting wound for the Warriors here. And that's not what they needed to start this drive. So it'll push him back to about the 14-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15. Slate in the gun. He'll take it himself, dancing around the line of scrimmage up to the 20. Late flag comes flying into the play, right at the play. And it'll be a face mask on the Pirates, so a 15-yard penalty will give the Warriors their holding and some extra change on the yards.
Yeah, both teams trading bad penalties over these last couple plays.
So the Warriors will